Hey everyone, so I wanted to talk about the small fish tank aquarium accessory issues that I am finding. So first I wanted to talk about small fish tank heaters. So what I have in here, and this is a 1.5 gallon standard plastic shoe box you get from Walmart for like $1, whatever. That I plan on breeding my betas in, hopefully. See how that one turns out. But so this is a 10 watt. It is the top fin one, 10 watt for up to 5 gallons. And before this one, I had a Petco. It was a flat heater. I want to say it was like Aqueon or something like that. It was a flat heater, so about the same size. It was either 10 or 15 watts. Both of these heaters are having the same issue. Just this PetSmart one, this top fin one, is not as bad of an issue as it was with the flat heater. But what the issue is the temperature will fluctuate like crazy throughout the day. So say at nighttime, on the flat heater, nighttime it would drop down to like 70, 72 degrees. Then during the day it'd be over 80 degrees, which is not good. I mean, my room temperature would fluctuate a little bit, but not that crazy. And then this one, it does the same thing, but it's usually like nighttime be around 80. And then daytime it'll be, sometimes it's like 82, other times it'll be like 86. It's kind of crazy. So my issue is with these small fish tank heaters is that they just fluctuate too much on the heat, on the temperature, and what can happen is it can cause egg to appear, to form on your fish, which is really not good. It can cause diseases and sicknesses if your temperature fluctuates that much so very quickly, like it does. Then the next accessory I'm having issues with. This one is not bad actually whatsoever. But is in a lot of these small fish tanks, the kits, they come with very strong filters to the point of where your fish or your beta would be getting pushed around the tank like crazy. They won't be able to relax. They won't be able to be calm down at all because they're just getting pushed around the tank and they have to keep on swimming as fast as they can in order to not get pushed around. So it just seems like a lot of these filters just have too strong of a flow rate, and some of them are adjustable and some of them are not. Again, this one is actually not too bad, even in this 1.5 gallon setup here. It doesn't actually seem to be too bad. Of course, I haven't had a fish in here yet, so I can't say for sure. But my almond leaf here doesn't really move whatsoever, so it doesn't seem to be too bad. But some of them, like I said, some of them in the kits, they just seem to have too strong of a flow rate on them. And one other thing that's an accessory but not in the same sense as the heater or filter would be something like this driftwood here, or something like this, right? I think it's like a rhino horn. No, sorry, Triceratops horn. I don't know why I said rhino. Skull, not horn. Skull. Hide is that, or hides in general. This has to do more with the size of a small fish tank. Again, similar to like what could be like this, which is a 1.5 gallon, is that a lot of the accessories, hides, plants, whatever, are just too big for small tanks. So if I were to try and stick this driftwood into here, you'd have to kind of make it to where it's sticking out of it, and it probably would not fit too well, just because there's not enough width to them or length to them. In these small tanks, like I said, these tanks don't seem to have the issue because they're actually 3 gallons. They're not as small as, say, 1.5 gallon one it would be, or a 1 gallon, or heck, some people will put their fish in, half gallon tanks or a quarter of a gallon tanks. And when your tank's just that small, you just cannot really put anything into it. And if you do, your fish will pretty much have nowhere to swim. So again, that's more to do with the tank size when you're talking, again, 1.5 gallon or smaller tanks, if you even want to call them tanks, than it is with the accessory itself. But there's one other issue that I found when dealing with small tanks and their accessories. Alright guys, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have yourselves a good one. See y'all next time. Goodbye.